training session with local chefs. This week, we welcome in Chef Sue Roth and one of her students from Northampton Community College. They are in the kitchen with Eve for today's first recipe. Eve?
Thanks, Haziel. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. We love when Chef Sue Roth pays us a visit, so we're excited to have you. Welcome back this morning.
Thank you.
And Nick, one of your students over at Northampton Community College, joining us today. Explain how it works, Sue, for folks who aren't familiar with your culinary program over at the college.
Our restaurant is open. Hampton Winds is open Monday through Friday, and we serve lunch and dinner there. Reservations are recommended for dinner time, and we're pretty well booked up for the rest of the month of December. But reservations open in January. Give us a call, 610-861-4549.
And for folks who don't know, it's really neat. The students spend some of the time in the classroom, and then they kind of switch, and so do the teachers, right? And spend some time in Hampton Winds at a restaurant, so get hands-on experience.
So we teach, I teach credit classes as well as run the restaurant, and December and January are my time in the restaurant, as well as June and July.
Oh, nice.
So what we're making today are phyllo strudels, vegetable strudels, because we have a vegetarian option on as one of our appetizers. So this is a bunch of roasted vegetables that we mixed with some goat cheese, and the roasted vegetables, there's some golden beets in here, and some fresh fennel, and some carrots, and zucchini, and a little bit of onion. And
so is this an appetizer?
This is an appetizer.
Okay, nice.
And if you've never worked with phyllo dough before, phyllo dough is a little tricky. It's the same dough that's used to make baklava. And so I have butter in between the layers, and I have 3 layers here, and I'm just going to roll this up and kind of fold it like a burrito.
Okay, well that's easy.
And Nick has a couple. We have some in the oven already, so we're going to take a couple out of the oven. Magic of television.
Love that. Love how that works.
And great. Show you what we plate here. So we have a full class. We have a great big, nice 13 strong class right now. So it's all
great ready for the holiday rush, right? Great.
And so these are what they look like before they go in the oven.
Okay. How long do you put them in for?
They bake for about 12 to 15 minutes at 400, and then they'll get nice and brown like this. And we have a little bit of roasted pepper coulis on the plate, which is just pureed roasted peppers, a little bit of olive oil, some vinegar, some salt and pepper, and then they get nice and crispy. So the key is definitely having the butter between the layers, and you can put any kind of filling in these. These are also great to use for appetizers, and if you do that, then you just take a sheet of this and put some butter on, and you can fold them up into little appetizers if you ever had those at a wedding, like spanakopita, like spinach filling. The same kind of thing is done with that, except you cut them into smaller portions.
Right, and we saw how quickly you did it, so not too bad. And for folks who've never been over to Hampton Winds, the menu is always changing, right?
Always changing.
A new class comes in.
It changes with the chef.
Okay.
And sometimes the menu's influenced by the classes, because we run practicals there, and so if they had a very successful item on as a practical item, then we feature that on our menu the next time. And so it's kind of nice to give a little tribute to the classes that have been through. So this is another thing you can do with these phyllos, so you can make them as little bite-sized items too, and you fold them like a little, like a flag.
Fancy, you guys. I love fancy things that are easy. That is just, speaking to me. So thank you so much. What's coming up next?
In our next segment, we're going to do a seared, cumin-dusted seared scallop over poblano grits with fresh green beans, and then also we're going to feature a dish that I won at Skills USA last year with, and then a pork dish. Of course, we have to always have pork.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds like we're going to eat well, as always, this morning. Sue, Nick, thank you so much. And more with our friends from Northampton Community College in our next half hour. More news, weather, and traffic after this. Stay with us.